John chapter 17 and verse 17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. Rakatha Yahawah, Rakatha Yahawashi, Rakatha Yahawah, Rakatha Yahawashi, Rakatha Yahawah, Rakatha Yahawashi, Rakatha Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Kadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to the Akim and Yahawah, listening and learning. Shalom. This is Seek the Most High's Kingdom, coming to you with a short lesson. This lesson is going to come out of Psalms chapter 118, and I'm going to start at verse 1. And this is mainly for you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans. You know, the Most High, His mercies do endure forever. And I'm going to start at verse number 1. Oh, give thanks unto Yahawah, for He is good, because His mercies endure forever. Let Israel now say that His mercies endure forever. Let the house of Aaron now say that His mercies endure forever. And the Lord Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, mercies endure forever. Now, this is the reason why you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans should be saying the Most High Yahawah, His mercies endure forever. 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of Him who have called you out of darkness into His marvelous light. If you no longer call the Most High Jebus, Yah, and all these other things, you should be praising Yahawah. Psalms 118 and verse 4. Let them now that fear Yahawah say that His mercies endure forever. And you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, if you fear Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi, you should be saying His mercies endure forever. Verse 5. Call upon Yahawah in distress, and the Lord answered me and set me in a large place. And His large place is this dwelling place in the comforts of His words and His truth. That's the large place. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. You know, even though this truth is large, because it's spreading throughout the four corners of the earth, you know, only a few of a remnant is going to come into this truth amongst you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans. That's why it's a large place, but at the same time, only a remnant will come into it. Psalms 118 and verse 6. The Lord Yahawah is on my side. I will not fear what can man do unto me. And that's especially true during this time, these dark days that we're facing with. You know, we got this forced vaccination that's going to be implemented. We got the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast that Esau Edom, who is the white man, going to force upon you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans. You know, so you shouldn't be fearing, you know, what man can do, but fear what Yahawah can do. St. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear Him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And that hell he's talking about is the ICBM missiles that going to come from Iran, China, and Russia. And they're going to send their ICBM missiles here to America, which is Babylon the Great. And you're going to be killed by those thermonuclear destruction. So again, I'm going to read St. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear Him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And who is the Him? Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi. And that's who you so-called Black, Latino, Mexican, Native Americans should be praying for deliverance in these last days, you know, from these ICBM missiles that you be taken up in the chariots if you can receive this, and not Esau Edom. Psalms chapter 118 and verse 7. The Lord Yahawah taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see the desires upon them that hate me. And that's so true. You so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, you should be rejoicing over the day that Esau Edom, who is the white man, is destroyed off the face of the earth. Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man to have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. You so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, you still don't know who your enemies are. But when you come into the truth, you know who your enemies are. Your enemies are all the heathen nations, especially Esau Edom, who is the white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahawah to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And Esau, Edom, and the other heathen nations, they've been troubling us, since our inception again, in these Americas. They have crafted all kind of crafty counsels against us, giving us pork, giving us false doctrine. These devils have came up with every way possible to keep us, separated from our power, Yahawah, Yahawashi, while we've been in this captivity. So you should be praying to the Most High, Yahawah, Yahawashi, that He recompense those that trouble you, especially in these last days. You troubled again, because you always first fired and last hired, and now you don't even have a job because of this COVID-19, a plague that was created on the left-hand side of the Most High, by these devils, to shut down this government to try to implement their new world order, which is going to fail because we already got the victory, So you so-called Black, Latino, Mexican, Native Americans, you should be rejoicing during this time. You should be seeking the truth of Yahawah, Yahawashi during this time. You should be praising Yahawah, Yahawashi during this time. Psalms chapter 118 and verse 8. It is better to trust the Lord Yahawah than to put confidence in man. And most of you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, you putting your trust in Esau, Edom. He continue to fail you. You continue to go to these voting polls every 4 years. They continue to promise all these wonderful and glorious things that they're going to do for you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, and always fail to come through. Psalms 118 and verse 9. It is better to trust the Lord Yahawah than to put confidence in princes. All nations, verse 10, all nations compass me about, but in the name of the Lord Yahawah will I destroy them. Verse 11, they compass me about, yea, they compass me about, but in the name of the Lord Yahawah I will destroy them. All you got to do is pick up your history book, which is the Bible given to you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans. Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12. For the word of Yahawah is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of joints and marrow, and is discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. So this word is more powerful than a two-edged sword. And the sword is the modern day weapon, AR, M16, 9 Glock. This word is more powerful than any two-edged sword. So leave your little pea shooters at home. Leave Esau. He was blessed with the weapon. There's nothing you can do about that. He was blessed with the weapon. You was blessed with the Most High Yahawah, Yahawashi, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Jacob. That's enough. That's enough. If you don't understand that, you're absolutely a part of the 2/3 that is going to be destroyed here in America. In closing, this lesson 1 meant to be long or anything. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord Yahawah, for He is good, because His mercies endure forever. And His mercies do endure forever. And here's why. 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau, who is the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of, is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and to the Akim and our prophets and learning. Shalom. I hope this lesson has been edifying.